You are welcome to solve this nice algebra problem, which is x plus y minus the square root of xy. This is equal to 6. Let's call this as equation 1. Then we have x squared plus y squared plus xy. This is equal to 84. Let's call this as equation 2. So what is the value of x and what is the value of y? Now let's provide a solution from here. From equation 2, which is x squared plus y squared plus xy, this is equal to 84. So this means this is x to the power of 2 plus y to the power of 2, then plus xy. Now let's introduce xy, subtract xy. Xy minus xy, this is the same thing as 0, so we have not outturned the equation here. This is equal to 84. So we have x to the power of 2 plus y to the power of 2 plus xy plus xy. This is 2xy minus xy. This is equal to 84. So if you check this particular part here, this is an algebraic identity, which is in the form of a squared plus b squared plus 2ab, which we can express as a plus b raised to the power of 2. Applying this algebraic identity, here we have x plus y raised to the power of 2, subtract xy, this is equal to 84. Now the next step is that if we have the square root of a raised to the power of 2, this is the same thing as a. So this means that we can express xy, this is the same thing as the square root of xy raised to the power of 2. Substituting this, we have x plus y raised to the power of 2, subtract the square root of xy raised to the power of 2. This is equal to 84. So this is actually the difference of two perfect squares expressed as a squared minus b squared, which you can express as a plus b multiplied by a subtract b. Now applying this property, we have x plus y plus the square root of xy multiplied by x plus y subtract the square root of xy. This is equal to 84. Let's call this as equation 3. The next step from here, let's divide equation 3 by equation 1. So we have that equation 1, this is the same thing as x plus y subtract the square root of xy. This is equal to 6. So let's divide x plus y plus square root of xy multiplied by x plus y minus the square root of xy. This is equal to 84. This is divided by x plus y minus the square root of xy. Now we have 84 is divided by 6. Now let's simplify here. X plus y minus square root of xy is the same here. So let's simplify so that now we have x plus y plus square root of xy. This is equal to 84 divided by 6, and this is equal to 14. So this is equal to 14. Let's call this as equation 4. Now the next step is to add equation 1 plus equation 4. Equation 1 is x plus y minus square root of xy plus equation 4, which is here. So we have x plus y plus square root of xy. This is equal to 6 plus 14. So negative square root of xy plus square root of xy. This simplifies so that we have x plus x, this is 2x, then plus y, this is 2y, and this is equal to 6 plus 14, which is equal to 20. Now 2 is common here. Let's factor out 2 so that we have x plus y. This is equal to 20. So let's divide on both sides by 2 so that let's divide both sides by 2 so that x plus y, this is equal to 20 divided by 2, and this is equal to 10. Let's call this as equation 5. Now, the next step is to subtract equation 1 by equation 4. So this means we have x plus y, subtract square root of xy, then subtract equation 4, which is x plus y, plus the square root of xy. This is equal to 6 minus 14. And this means that we have x plus y minus the square root of xy. Let's open the parenthesis here. Negative times x, this is minus x. Minus times plus y, this is minus y. Then minus times plus x square root of xy, this becomes minus square root of xy. This is equal to 6 minus 14. This is minus 8. X minus x, this simplifies. Plus y minus y, this simplifies. So we have negative square root of xy minus square root of xy. This means we have negative 2 square root of xy. This is equal to negative 8. Let's divide on both sides by negative 2. And what this means is that the square root of xy, this is equal to negative 8 divided by negative 2. This is the same thing as 4. The next step is to square on both sides from here, so that now we eliminate the square root sign, and this means that xy is equal to 4 squared, which is equal to 16. Let's call this as equation 6. Equation 6. Now from equation 5, which is x plus y, this is equal to 10. Let's make x to be the subject of the formula so that we have x is equal to 10 minus y. So let's substitute x in equation 6. So we have 10 minus y multiplied by y. This is equal to 16. So 10 times y, this is 10y minus y squared. This is equal to 16. Let's take 16 on the left hand side, and this means we have 10y minus y to the power of 2. Subtract 16. This is equal to 0. Let's rearrange this equation here. We have negative y to the power of 2 plus 10y minus 16. This is equal to 0. Now the next step is to multiply the whole of this equation by negative 1. Minus y squared times minus 1, this is y squared, plus 10y times minus 1, this is negative 10y. Negative 16 times minus 1, this is plus 16, and this is equal to 0. So this is the quadratic equation. We can solve this quadratic equation by factorization method, such that we have the product is equal to 16, the sum is equal to negative 10. So we can identify two factors here, that is negative 8 and negative 2. Negative 8 times negative 2, this is 16. Negative 8 plus minus 2, this is negative 10. So let's substitute these two factors. We have y squared minus 8y minus 2y plus 16. This is equal to 0. So we have got two parts here. From the first part, y is common. Let's factor out y so that we have y subtract 8 minus 2 is common here. Let's factor out 2 so that we have y subtract 16 divided by 2. This is 8 and this is equal to 0. So we have y minus 8 is common. So this means y subtract 8. We have y minus 2 and this is equal to 0. So we have y minus 8. This is equal to 0. Then we have y minus 2. This is equal to 0. So this means that y1 is equal to 8 and we have y2 is equal to 2. So let's solve for the corresponding values of x. Remember, x is equal to 10, subtract y. So we can solve for x1. x1 will be equal to 10 minus y1, which is 8, and this is equal to 2. So we have the first set of solution here, x1 comma y1. This is equal to 2 comma 8. So this is the first set of solution we have. Let's solve for x2. x2 is equal to 10 minus y2, which is 2. And this means that x2 is equal to 10 minus 2, which is equal to 8. So this means we have the second set of solution here, x2 comma y2, and this is equal to, we have 8 comma 2. So these are the solutions to this algebra problem. So kindly follow the steps, like this video, and kindly subscribe. Please like this video and kindly subscribe. See you in the next video.